Good evening. The hot wind that whipped its way up every ridge and down every valley in the Blue Mountains today carried all the power we feared, gusts hitting more than 80 kilometres an hour. There were new dangers, new risks, as well as new fires erupting in the Hunter Valley and near Newcastle. Tonight we have reporters across the fire zones. Mark Burrows begins our coverage.
The battle lines drawn, all eyes were on the Blue Mountains. There was plenty of smoke drifting on the edge of streets in Falconbridge and Springwood. The second it got too close, the bombers were called in. Many bolted for safer ground, like Michael Dean from Mount Victoria. A quick goodbye to his beloved old Holden and he was off. Others felt the water bombers would save them.
Nervous, I guess.
Yeah,
a lot of nerves.
So weird. Like, all you can hear is sirens and helicopters all day, and that's it. And it's just scary.
Mid-afternoon, a full emergency was unfolding kilometres away, Minmai, inland from Newcastle, right on the M1. A blaze took hold in tall timber. One property was in the direct line of fire. With the state on such a heightened alert, help was not far away. The freeway was cut in both directions as helicopters dumped load after load on the fire. But the wind kept pushing the blaze closer and closer to this complex. One property was attached to stables.
My animals here, I love them and give them the best chance. So.
As the choppers strafed the bush for nearly an hour, the decision was made to evacuate the local school.
Just got the call from the school and just getting everybody safe, and it's getting a bit nasty out there, so they just told us to come up and get the kids and get everybody safe. Better to be safe than sorry.
That's what we're all worried about, is the wind, because it's really strong.
Reinforcements were called in and residents prepared to flee.
The car's packed ready to go, and we've packed all the important things like the animals, and we've got the kids and the family close by.
The bombers eventually got on top of the blaze. No sooner had they refuelled, they were dispatched closer to the coast. The suburb of Dudley was under threat. A number of suspiciously lit fires in bushland close to homes. And again, it was being driven by strong northwesterly winds.
It is burning towards the coast. There are plenty of fire engines and firefighters in and around those communities.
As it jumped Redhead Road, school children were kept in the school hall. Their parents notified they were safe, but were warned not to venture out to collect them. Mark Burrows, 9 News.
Just south of Newcastle, the suburb of Dudley was in the firing line this afternoon as a blaze burned dangerously close to homes. Reporter Matthew Snelson is in Dudley tonight. Matt, how bad is the threat there?
Oh, pretty bad, Pete. There is still an emergency warning. You can see behind me where the fire is burning in a bushland reserve, and there is a small army of firefighters, about 70 or so, trying to protect the towns of Dudley and Redhead. And there are a fleet of helicopters dropping water from above, but the real fear is that a southerly wind change will force this fire onto the dozens of homes that you can see behind me. The residents are out watching. There are dozens of firefighters prepared for that worst case scenario. At the moment, it is being contained. No property losses, but certainly a scare for those school students who are stranded in the Redhead Public School. All here are extremely nervous about what is ahead, and firefighters are doing their best to prevent any losses, Pete.
All right, Matt, thank you. I want to go to Bilpin now in the Blue Mountains, where our brave fire crews today faced the threat head-on. They battled to stop homes becoming engulfed as the wind and scorching temperatures acted like a blowtorch in the bush.
Running into the fire zone, RFS volunteers faced down a forest full of flames. Wind gusts whip up through the undergrowth, fanning thick plumes of blinding smoke.
Do you want to come in and try and get on top of this?
Firefighters do their best, assessing the size of the threat. But visibility drops to almost zero. So low, at times you can barely see the blaze.
The problem is, with these winds, it's only going to keep going across anyway.
This is a hot spot, reignited from a previous backburn, close to homes along Bilpin's Walker Road.
It's fucking crowding up through there, really well, eh? So that's heading towards Millers and that other house next door.
Shane McLaughlin's home now at the mercy of the wind. Crews dig in and prepare to defend.
Pretty full on, actually, yeah. Sort of coming our way every now and then it sort of just shoots straight up to over the top.
He's been battling fires for nearly a week, but with everything now at risk, there's no time to be tired.
You know, it certainly gets your heart rate up, gets you excited, but it's not a great feeling.
A truck full of reinforcements arrives, speeding off to help attack the blaze. Roads have become dangerous, shrouded in smoke.
The wind's making it certainly difficult, so that's why we've got a number of RFS crews along Mountain Lagoon Road. This
property downwind came under ember attack. The owner thankful firefighters were there to save his home.
Dimity's in Bilpin tonight. Dimity, what's the latest on the threat where you are?
Well, Pete, conditions are supposed to get better now, and the good news is there haven't been any reports of any homes lost in this area, in the Bilpin or surrounding area, and that is full credit, Pete, to the firefighting teams who we watched throughout the day stand ready to pounce on any possible danger. It feels like at the moment they're winning this battle, but tomorrow the weather conditions again aren't supposed to be great. There'll be winds of up to 65 kilometres an hour and the temperatures will be warm. So residents who chose to relocate from this area in the Bilpin or surrounding area are being told not to return just yet, as these conditions are still threatening their properties. And Pete, while residents and crews here seem to have the upper hand right now, we must remember that this fire is still burning out of control, and as we've seen so many times in the past couple of days, this can all change in a matter of minutes. Pete?
Indeed, Dimity, thank you.